Hey my lovelies, and welcome back to my channel on episode 29 of Not So Human. And it's been a while since I filmed this series, and that is because I was setting up to film in Sulani, has some lots to redecorate the world, and also set up some characters that we might see in this series. So we are here with the whole family. We will be on holiday for 5 days, which will basically be the triplets' birthdays on Winterfest, as I accidentally aged two of the triplets up a little bit too late, so their day shows that they are supposed to age up on Friday, but they actually all age up on Thursday on Winterfest. So we'll have Winterfest Eve, and we will have Winterfest here in Sulani. Then we also have New Year's Eve that we will have in Sulani as well, and then the day after, on Sunday, we will go back and leave Sulani. So the reason why we're on holiday is Selene, she read some lore about Sulani. She, of course, wants to know more about the lore from the locals, but she also did promise her kids and her teenage son that she would basically spend a little bit more family time with them. She's been so obsessed with finding a way to defeat the Flat, finding a way to get her powers back, that she kind of feels like she has been neglecting her family. She is level 10 of parenting, so her skill set would not say that case. Even she already had maxed out 6 skills. Wow. She's doing very well in her skill set. But she didn't max out the skills that she's actually supposed to max out, so I probably need to work a little bit more on that. But she feels a little bit more like she has been neglecting her family. So she has taken them to Sulani, to a sunny location, because it's very doom and gloom in Glimmerbrook right now. And she just wants to make sure that they have a bit more of a happier childhood than what Kieran has. So for now, we are teaching both Alaric and Lycan some flashcards. And then Phelan, she already had her flashcards earlier in the day before they left. So she's now playing with this cute little set from Severinka that has come out recently. And she actually is playing with the blocks like she would put the blocks on top of each other, which I think is just very adorable and very cute. And if you love custom content and if you use alpha custom content, definitely check out the set from Severinka. There's another item here, and it's just to study shapes. So I think if you are looking for some child furniture or toddler furniture, this one is definitely one to check out. But for now, they are just doing a little bit of playing. I also place them in their hot weather outfits because it is warm throughout the day and they are not feeling cold. She does also feel that she should be a little bit more lenient with her kids, but I do think that she's still gonna remain strict. Kieran is done with Lycan, who is flash traded. No more looking at flashcards. So why don't you instead do a little bit of playing in the sand? You have a very nice area over here, so play in the sand. And Kieran, he does not like the sun. There was a stranger danger, but also because of his traits, his macabre trait, he actually does not like the sun. So what we're gonna have him do is take a little bit of a shower, just take care of his needs, and let him just relax and get into a little bit of a better mood. And just look how cute this is. Alaric, not Alaric, Lycan is playing so cute in the sand. I don't play often in Sulani just as me living in the world. I do visit Sulani in a few series and I also go on holiday in Sulani. I definitely want to have a let's play at some point in Sulani to really experience everything. For now, I do see that some of her sims are getting hungry, so she is gonna make some food, and I'm actually thinking that she should make something with fish, because Sulani, there's a lot of fishermen around there. You also have some traps over here. So I'm thinking about a fried fish plate that she's gonna do. And we're just gonna do a party size because we have 5 sims, so 5 sims that need to eat. Then Kieran is in the meantime washing his hands. Can you please use the toilet and actually get your bladder up? The triplets are getting a little bit hungry. You also need bladder. You are actually fully fine. But you do want to be friendly with your mom. And you want to play, you want to be funny with your brother and keep playing in the sand. But she also needs some bladder. So I probably will have the twins... Not the twins. The triplets. I will have them use the bladder and make sure that all of their needs are fine. It is getting a little bit later, so I will say that there is a bar over here that Selene will visit in the evening. It's a little bit further in the area, but she probably will visit it in the evening just to see if she can talk to some people, to find out if there's somebody who is from Sulani who can help her with some of the lore. She's gonna post it off as a story that she's writing for a new book. She has already written a few books. She also published one. So probably some people will know her from her books, and she's just going to say that it's part of research that she wants to write about the lore of Sulani. So that's the story that she's going to go with, where in actuality, she wants to have the story to find out whether a lore is real or not, and maybe if she can use the powers of that lore for getting her powers back. So get that serving, grab a serving. You are also gonna grab a serving, not pick up, grab. Grab a serving. Then Alaric is gonna use the potty, grab a serving, and you are gonna use the potty after your brother. So we've arrived at the sandbar, and I will place in the description down below the names of all of the creators and the lots that they created, so you lovelies can check them out on the gallery. She is currently ordering a drink, and I'm gonna say that she is going to ask the bartender first, because the bartender typically has a lot of different stories. So she's just gonna do a little bit of gossip, not gossip. We're gonna say inquire about local hauntings, but it's actually inquire about local stories. And she's gonna talk about to the barman, to the waiter. Yes, you can like optimistic sims. But she's just gonna ask like some things about Sulani and the stories, and if there's anything that the bartender has heard from Sulani that can help her with her book. So for now, we're just gonna see if she can get the knowledge that she wants. She is feeling very confident, so I do think that she is sure that she is going to get some of the information. But she also is still thinking a little bit about stranger danger. She doesn't know these people, so she doesn't know whether they are telling a true story or just something that they have made up. She also felt that it was a bit rehearsed, talking about the story, so she doesn't know whether the bartender is truly saying the thing that she is looking for. We do have a pregnant lady over here who is from Sulani. So we're also going to just ask her. We're going to do the specs for introduction, and she's going to say, hey, respectively, are you from Sulani? I'm just looking for some stories. They already became good friends. But she's just going to ask, like, I'm looking for some stories about Sulani. I'm writing a book. Can you just tell me something about Sulani? So I'm just going to check if there's anything that would give me that option. Inquire about local haunting, things we already done. But anything that we can say would be a right thing to talk about. We can gossip. Maybe the gossiping is something that she would actually get some information from. Mystical. It's very important for her to embrace her nature and be a bridge between worlds. I think she can be mystical. I think she has a lot of magic inside her. I do think also... Let's see where it is. Am I not getting mystical on here? We got a mystical, but I don't see it on here. But I would say mystical would be one of the traits that would be fitting for her. Yeah, it's not on here, so I'm not sure whether we can actually have mystical. Unless we still have a self-discovery moment and it still needs to pop up. I do think mystical would be something fitting for her. She does, of course, have a lot of magical backgrounds. She has been several types of occults. So having a link to her nature, to her background, I think that might be a very good trait for her. But we're just gonna ask a little bit more about the stories, and I think in deep thoughts, maybe proposing a crazy scheme. Did you discover an alien? No, you did not. We did not discover an alien. But she is just going to... We're gonna say that she didn't discover an alien because I don't want to introduce aliens in this story. We're gonna say that she just likes that there are a lot of people who are dressing up as an alien to this bar night, but they're not actually aliens. But she's just gonna have a deep discussion. She's gonna propose a crazy scheme. Like, what if you give me some insights from my book? Like some of the stories that maybe your family has passed down through generations. And this person is gonna say, well, my family did always talk about like these mythical creatures from the sea who created Sulani and who used their powers of water to drain the water from the islands, form the islands, and there is this cave that they also formed where they resided, where their magic resided, and they would just watch over us and that we could come to as for guidance in case we needed their help to protect Sulani. So she's thinking, okay, where is this cave? And she's gonna ask a little bit more questions, and this person is gonna say, well, the cave is on Muapalam. It is not really inhabited. There is a park over there that you can visit that's really close to the cave, but mostly this part of Sulani is visited by researchers to research the active volcano that's over here, to take samples of the sea or the ocean, because it really is something that there is some phenomena there that they cannot explain. So that's why we think that Moaplam is where the mermaids originated from. We don't know. It's just a story. Like, it's a nice story, but mermaids don't exist. But if you want to check it out, definitely go into that cave. There's like a very nice story, and it looks really nice, and there's a lot of different things that you can see. So if you want to explore Sulani, that's where you need to go. So Selene is thinking after that talk, after hearing that, okay, I have some time to spend with the kids. There's a park. I heard there's some kids equipment or some things, a little playground there. So I could probably take the kids there. They can have fun at the playground while I go into that cave. So she's making a plan in her head, thinking about what to do, where to go, and how to explore Sulani to maybe figure out if there's some truth to these mythical creatures, to these mermaids. She doesn't know. She just thinks like it might be true, it might not be, but if there's something, I think that Gabe is going to show me whether there's a truth to it or not. So she's had her wine. She feels like she needs to use this toilet. She's also getting tired, so she is gonna call it a night. And she is just going to head home, get some sleep, and make sure that she is in the right needs and the right moodlet to go exploring Sulani with her family tomorrow, with the kids, to make sure that they also have a nice holiday, but also get what she actually came here to do. So the kids already immediately started playing in the ball pit and in like this little climbing structure. I think Phelan is now also, yeah, she's also coming over to play in the ball pit. And Lycan is actually coming over to slide. Kieran is just relaxing here. I do think he probably doesn't like the sun. Disobedient toddler, present tomorrow, what was he doing? Okay, he's okay. He's okay. I do think looking at his things that he's good at and things that he's not good at. He's good at writing, he's good at charisma, he's not good at video gaming or comedy. Looking at his skills, there's also not much that I can see except for logic. So I'm kind of thinking what he would do is he would just look at the toddlers. Maybe we play pirates with the toddlers. So we're just gonna say that he's playing with the toddlers, and Selene is saying, are you sure you want to play with the kids? Like, I can also play with them. And he's like, no, Mom, I'm fine. I actually want to play pirates. And she's like, okay, I've heard about this cave that I want to explore. So if it's fine with you, I'm just quickly going to explore it. And once I'm done in the cave, you can go in and you can explore it yourself. But if you are happy with taking care of your sister and brothers here, let me know, and it's okay. So she's gonna go into the cave. She's gonna do a little bit of exploration, and Kieran, you can see that he's feeling productive, he's feeling happy, and I do think he likes playing with his siblings. I do think he has a really nice bond with his siblings. The best bond that he has is with Alaric at the moment. Though I do think we can also build a little bit up with Lycan and Phelan, so let's see. Are you Lycan? You and Alaric look so much together. Yeah, you're Lycan. So we are gonna do a little bit of maybe funny. Actually, why don't you read Lycan a book? You're not gonna go home, but you do have a book in your inventory. So why aren't you going to read all of your siblings a little story so they have their first story read? And that's part of like him caring for his siblings by just reading a little bit of a toddler book. So we're gonna read. Can we read to all at once? We can read to all at once. We're gonna read a story to all of them at once. I've never done that. Is that a mod or is that in game? I don't know. You're not gonna put it away. But you are gonna... Okay, I'm gonna have to reset your MC Command Center, MC Cheats, reset Sim. You're all gonna stop playing. And we're gonna try see if we can indeed read to all of them at once. That would be amazing. She came out, yeah, go for it. She came out of the cave and it says an enchanting song floated through the winding passages of the cavern, spurring Selene to investigate the source of the witching harmony. Turning around a bend, she became the audience to a mermaid lost in her own melody. When the song ended, Selene cheered for the mermaid and received a wave before the mermaid dove back in a nearby pool, leaving Selene humming the tune through the rest of her exploration. I'm gonna say, because that would mean that she already proved it, I'm gonna say that she did not see an actual mermaid, but that this is part of the cave experience that she was told about, and that the mermaid that she saw was actually an actress portraying a mermaid to make the story about mermaids and the spirits of Sulani more believable to kids. So she did not actually see a mermaid. She just saw an actress. But Kieran is reading. Oh, listen to story. Listen to story. They're all coming. Oh, no. Oh, this is so cute. Oh, this is so cute. What? This is so adorable. And Lycan is also coming over, but that's so cute. Selene is out of the cave again. As Selene passed over the cavern with a flashlight, she spotted something glinting in the rocks and decided to scale the slippery stone walls to have a look. Taking her time and catching herself after a few missteps, Selene was able to claim the out-of-reach object. And which was that? It was a baconite, which we already have. But continue exploring. Maybe you do find something that we actually need. But for now, she's just gonna continue exploring. We're gonna say that she just keeps going around in turns, seeing what she can find as much as possible, while Kieran is reading to all of the toddlers, and I do think this is very cute. I didn't know this is possible, but he's being playful from a whole new world, from playing pretend. He is ready for some woo action, but you don't have a girlfriend. No! No, Lycan was not in time for a story. Lycan also is allowed to have a story. And unfortunately, I do have to reset because there's no bookcase on here, but we're gonna put this back in your inventory. And we're gonna read the story to everybody again because now all of them are here. And did they get a moodlet from it? Okay, she needs to read her own book first. But she did learn how to dance. They all need to learn their own book first, and they need to learn some shapes. But all of them did at least learn how to dance, and Lycan even learned how to run. So we're gonna read one more story, and then I'm just gonna pass the book alongside all of them so they can read it themselves. But I do just want this to happen because all of them, and then some adults also coming over to listen to the kid story. That's just really cute. And she has found some beds this time. So, Celine, you're not doing a very good job of finding out what is actually going on with the story, but also she doesn't believe that she will find anything. So, it might be on par as well. We did find a last exception as well, but let's see. Maybe you can find something this time. We know that there's one actress playing a mermaid, but we don't know if there's actual magic. She doesn't know either, but she just really, really, really wants to keep on trying. Lena's done a lot of exploring already, and she can now actually search for wildlife. You also see that this picture is getting a little bit more filled in, but so far she has found a few things. So she found playful dolphins. In a moment of quiet between Celine's echoing footsteps, she hears a distinctive sound of dolphins reverberate towards her. Excited to see dolphins in the wild, Celine follows the sound to the source. A pod of dolphins were playing in a cave pool, tossing around a mass of seaweed and breaching the water with marvelous jumps. It didn't take long for the dolphins to spot Celine. Instead of fleeing, they engaged her, tossing the wad of seaweed at her and waiting expectantly. With a bit of trepidation, Celine tossed back the ball of leaves and quickly found herself in a game of catch. As time passed, the dolphins began to leave, but not before offering Celine a fish they had caught. Then, ancient wreck. Exploring deep into the caves, Celine discovered an underground beach occupied by an ancient sea wreck. After spending some time exploring I cannot talk. The dilapidated ship, Celine decided to bring back a souvenir from her discovery, which, if I pull this down just that bit, was actually the fingers of Sulani. Then, glowworms. Selene was exploring an undocumented section of the cave when she came upon a beautiful sight, though unsettling to some. Thousands of glowing larvae covered the walls of this hidden grotto. Watching where she stepped, Selene took in the strange glamour of the bioluminescent display before continuing her exploration. Where Lycan reached level 5 of communication, she found another sea wreck where she got the eyes of Sulani. And then, trekking to the island's cavern, Celine spotted a large pile of debris and seashells. With little pause, she rummaged through the collection of objects for the perfect souvenir for her adventure. With her prize in hand, Celine continued on her adventure, and that got her this tulip shell. So she's been getting a few items. We got 2 of the buried treasure. We got 1 out of 13 of the seashells. I'm not going to be focusing on completing these, but at least she is discovering a little bit. The kids are also eating some of the cookies that she made earlier today. Lorik has already read his first book. Phelan read her first book as well. And then Lycan still needs to read the book for the first time. So you probably have the book, yes. Gonna give you the book. Karen is currently not doing much. She also ate one of the cookies, so they had a little bit of food in their stomach. I'm going to put the cookie back, and then I think he's going to do a little bit of interacting with his sister. Let's see, friendly. Friendly? Why can I only... Okay, just snuggle, because we're... Oh, he probably is because he's hyper-focused. I think he's hyper-focused, so that's why... Where did you go? She found another ancient sea wreck and another fingers of Sulani, but this time a different color. Oh, she's going really well at this. Keep exploring. But it is getting later, so I do think after Lycan finishes reading the book, they will just go all head home. She's going to talk everybody to bed, and then I do think because she's feeling like she's getting closer and closer, she's discovering something. She's discovering these seashells and these dolphins and these glowworms and some of the undocumented sections that she's not officially supposed to go to. She just thinks, let me bring everybody home. Let me take everybody to bed. Kieran will watch them again. Like, he has said that he's fine with that. And I'll just go back to the islands and to the cave and see what else I can explore. Because I really want to find out if there's a truth. If not, I'd rather explore the whole cave. So I really know, but I just need to. She just has this... Oh, you got an... Eutranium, wait. Very trash. I was about to say, like, did we finish some of the... No, really, we already had that one. But it isn't... Oh, it's a common one, never mind. But she just has this feeling like, I need to find this. Like, I'm feeling like I'm getting close. Like, this is my moment. Like, this is my opportunity. I just really need this. So we're gonna send everybody to the lodge. She's gonna put everybody to bed, and then she's gonna go right back to explore the cave. So Selene is back in Muapalam. So Selene is back in Muapalam. She's back at the park. They all had a nice Winterfest. She has so far found another collection of shells, but there was a crab in there who held her with its claw or clamped its claw so she couldn't find anything. I also got some notifications of the babies. She got another glint out of reach, but unfortunately she couldn't reach it and she slipped. I'm getting some better exceptions. She's seen more glowworms, but there's not anything that she did find. And then I do think that she found another time with playful dolphins that actually got her the celestial grouper. So far for fish, we've been getting some more. We have been getting 3 fish from Sulani, so we can take that off. I actually also found, which I might just have her do a little bit of fishing, but there is this glimmering area of with like a glimmering or glittering, sparkling, whatever you want to call it, fishing location. And this actually means that you will get a lot more higher level fish or rarer fish here. You can only get this from when you're level 8. But this also this does mean that if she goes fishing here, she will have less seaweed and more better fish. So I might just have her do a little bit of fishing in between the exploring of the cave. She found another ancient wreck. She found the heart of Sulani this time. She's just trying to explore as much as possible. I do think, I'm not sure, I might have to look back on the video, but I do think we're uncovering more of this image over here. I'm really not sure. I do think like this part is now fully filled in, and then we have some areas here that we are starting to fill in as well. She's just really doing the exploring, but I do think that she's starting to get a little bit more of this anxious feeling. She's not really seeing anything, not really discovering anything that is really helping her. She does still feel confident that she is going to find something, because there are so many things in the Sims world that she has already discovered. Like, she's discovered signs of the Suncasters and the Mooncasters. She discovered these werewolves. She found out that she was okay. She found out that she was born as a spellcaster, and she found all this lore about herself being the daughter of a spellcaster with the power to become a sage, but never was able to. She found out that she was the daughter of the Grim Reaper. She can see ghosts. There's so many things that she's already found in the world that she would have never even thought was possible. Now I'm gonna do the Discover Wonder because that's new. And yes, we're definitely filling this out. But so far, she has now found a collection of kelps. So while swimming through the caves and many water-filled passages, Celine spotted something at the bottom of one of the cavern's shallow pools. Diving for her quarry, Celine discovered what she had nabbed was only a collection of kelp washed in at some point by the tide. Disappointed, Celine decided to end her exploration, holding on to what she had found. So she's found kelp. She has found 10 kelps. It doesn't say anything because I do have a mod. But she has found some kelp, and we are already out of the treasure with 4 out of 18, so actually not doing too bad. She also saw a wall with messages left behind by tourists and young teens. Deciding she couldn't leave the cave without signing her own signature along the wall, Selene followed her predecessors. Now her name is embezzled full of for all future intrepid spelunkers. We're gonna discover some more natural wonder because we're doing a lot better. We've had a few new pop-ups. I do think what I was trying to say, like there is on this island, she doesn't see anything. She doesn't feel like she's really discovering anything. Like she has seen some new things. She's brought some souvenirs with her that she likes, but there's not really something that really sparks to her that this is the magic that she's looking for, and this is what's gonna get her powers back or give her powers in some way. So while she's still feeling confident, while she is still believing in herself, thinking that she is on an adventure and she's learning these things, and there's some things that she's probably gonna be able to like um tell Morgan and tell the other sages, and things that she might be able to tell like her kids someday. She's just thinking like maybe right now I should just head home. It's getting late. I do need some sleep. It is also Christmas today, so I want to make sure that the kids have a nice birthday, and I want to make sure that the kids are able to celebrate Christmas. She did get a tree. She did get some presents. I have placed them on the lot. So for now, she is just going to head home and to give up on her quest. She does have a few more days in Sulani to do some more exploring, but she also wants to make sure that she is spending that time with her family, and she is spending that time with her kids for their birthday, for Christmas, like she has promised. So while we've been filling out more and more of this image, and I don't think she is able to see this, but we are, she's been just thinking that maybe this cave is not the location. Maybe there is something to do with the island itself. Maybe it is around the island, but she just doesn't know. She does want to explore a bit more because she doesn't feel like she has explored everything. But maybe there's more that she also needs to discuss with some locals. Maybe there are some more stories that only one story might not be enough. Maybe there are some other stories that some other people can tell her. So she is just gonna head home. She's just gonna leave this place, and in the next episode, we will celebrate the triplets' birthday. So I'm going to end the episode here. I hope you lovelies like this episode. If you do, click the little like button down below. Let me know what you are expecting of the upcoming episodes. Will Selene find something in Sulani, or is, in the end, the quest that she has in this area a waste of time? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you're not subscribed yet and don't want to miss out on either a wholesome or chaotic video, make sure you click the little subscribe button down below as well. And I'll see you lovelies in the next one.